Welcome to the Wong Way Street podcast. I'm your host, Kelly Wong, and this podcast is dedicated to self-discovery and personal growth that will help you find your personal GPS. Life, as we know, can be unpredictable. And when the path we thought we were meant to follow takes unexpected turns, it's time to recalibrate those turns and discover endless possibilities. Join us on the Wong Way Street podcast today to find your true direction. Let's dive in. Hey, welcome back to another episode. So my question for you today is, do you truly allow yourself to dream big? Or do you just simply coast day by day and you don't even consider what the possibilities are beyond your current situation? I want to share with you, in one of my group coaching classes, we were given a challenge. And the challenge was, from a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 representing your highest dream, what would be your 11? The idea here is not to dream about winning the lottery and be laying on a beach in Bali, because that's completely beyond our control. But instead, we're being asked, what are your true passions? What ignites you? What fuels you? What gets you excited? So I want to share a few examples that illustrates what that looks like to dream big. My business coach was a chiropractor in Atlanta, and he had just reached to a point where he just said to himself, enough is enough. He was just tired of going to the office 6 days a week and getting home late. But instead, he desired more freedom, more flexibility, more time with his family. So he and his wife had crafted a dream life. At first, they moved to California, and they spent 4 months in Europe. But after those 4 months in Europe, they recrafted their vision again, and they found what their 11 was. The 11 dream life for them, it was to relocate his family to Florence, Italy. That might seem like a bold dream to many, but it was precisely what he and his wife envisioned for themselves and their young daughter. Dreaming big certainly has its challenges, because when you're thinking about moving to Italy, it seems almost impossible. Think about all the logistics of having to move out of the United States to a whole new country that has a completely different language. That might be okay for a week or two, like when you're on vacation. But now think about living that day to day. But they were willing to put in the work because that 11 was big for them. It was their dream. They navigated the logistics. They overcame the hurdles that came their way. Yes, it required tremendous effort and perseverance, dealing with paperwork and moving their belongings and finding a school for their daughter and adapting to a whole new environment. But again, the dream was so big, they did whatever it was necessary to make it happen despite of any challenges. Now, fast forward to today, they have been there for a few years. They transitioned from having a chiropractic practice to now working and living in Italy with his family. They're in the middle of writing books. They're hosting events in Italy. They have a coaching business. They have a popular podcast. And right now, they're enjoying their summer vacation in Greece. Now, this example epitomizes the essence of what that 11 looks like. A dream that appears far-fetched, but is now their reality. In the end, their dream became their reality, and they have never been happier. Now, for the longest time, found myself living day by day, not considering what I wanted in the future. I really didn't look ahead and envision what I desired for my 40s or 50s. But it's really important to ask ourselves these questions and to challenge our current circumstances. Are we truly content with the status quo? Or is there a part of us that's just longing for something more? Now, personally, my current 11 is to become a snowbird. That means spending winters in the warmer states and returning to New York in the summer. For me, it's a dream that requires significant logistical planning because I have to manage living 2 different places, working remotely, accommodating my elderly dog during traveling. Now, it won't be easy, but I took steps by spending 5 weeks in Florida this past winter just to see what it was like, just to feel if this was the right thing. And it was. I absolutely loved it. And it just confirmed for me that 11 is truly what I want, is to become a snowbird. Now, why is it so difficult for us to dream? Why do we struggle to imagine what that 11 looks like for us? And I think it could be because we just get caught up in the routines of our daily lives, and all we do is focus on the present moment. We don't consider the immense potential or the big possibilities that lie ahead of us. So do a little exercise. Take pen to paper. Write down what your perfect scenario would be like. And don't think about how it's going to happen. Just allow yourself to dream. Be vulnerable. Don't think about how am I going to get there? How much money is it going to take? Do not think about that. First, allow yourself to dream. Where would you be? Who would you be with? What does your surroundings look like? What environment are you going to be in? I bet that for some of you, this might be a struggle. And that is a part of this exercise. Challenge yourself to do this exercise. I bet that for some of you, you might struggle with this. And that's because we're a bit scared to dream of the life that we want. I encourage you to reflect on your own life. Think 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Are you living your dream? Are you working at your dream job? Are you living in your dream place? Are you sharing your life with your dream partner? Or have you settled for a neutral, safe existence, never venturing beyond what feels comfortable? It's never too late to dream big. Start envisioning a future that aligns with your deepest desire. Dreaming big is not a luxury reserved for a selective few. It's time to unlock your potential. Embrace the power to dream and create the life that truly fulfills you. So take the time and figure out, what is your 11?